What we're going to be looking at now is, as I've talked about, numbers again, and it's safety in numbers. So numbers are obviously essential for us understanding the business and what's happening in it, and you being given the right numbers to make the right decisions in your business. But if you want performance in your business, it's really, really essential that numbers become a must. Because if you have numbers in a team, numbers cut through communication. So with numbers, when someone gives you numbers or for performance, there's no lying with the number. So it's not like someone can say, oh, well, I did this and I did that, but that didn't work. You know, when you have lots of conversation, you feel like you get nowhere. Numbers completely cut through communication, which enables you to see the performance of your business really, really quickly. It's black or white. There's no grey areas with it, as long as you know what the numbers are. A massive thing about numbers is it creates accountability. Accountability for the member involved in it and your team as a whole. So, as I said earlier, what gets measured gets done. So if somebody knows they have a number that's been tracked, or they know that there's something that needs to be reported on, guess where their attention goes? Where do you think it's going to go? To the thing you're going to be asking for, isn't it? Nowhere else. And also in your team, accountable people really appreciate numbers. They're the people who actually will love giving you numbers, giving you data, because they can show what they've been doing and how hard they've been working, and whether what they're doing is a good job or not a good job. So if you start thinking about numbers not just in the way we've gone, what do you need to know, but you start thinking about numbers in a way that you can go, okay, as I expand my team, or even for yourself right now, what are the numbers you're going to hold yourself accountable for the performance of your business, or people in your team, so that they know they're on track and you're happy with what they're doing. What are those numbers going to be? It creates clarity and commitment. If you think about it, imagine a football team going on the pitch and nobody actually scores for them or even takes account of the scores. Do you think that's going to be a good game for anybody? Are they going to be motivated in it? That nobody's actually counting how many goals were scored? Who won? Who lost? Anyone will be asked? They're just not going to be asked, are they? And it's the same in business. If you don't have numbers within your business for your team, people aren't going to have the clarity and they're not going to be committed. They're not going to know if they're doing well. They're not going to know if they're doing bad. They're just going to be like, oh, well, let's just bumble along. That's fine. Don't know any direction here. It also creates competition. So numbers, for example, in a sales team, if people have sales targets, people will compete against each other to get the best numbers, to get better at it. There was a company that wasn't doing really, really well. And one of the managing directors came at the company, and they were actually it was kind of ferrying things out of a warehouse, so many loads that had to happen on a day or a night. And he just basically went to one team. So there was two teams. There was a day team and a night shift team. And he said, oh, how many loads have we got out of the warehouse a day? And they said 6. And all he did was write the number 6 on the floor and left it. On the night, the next team came in. They were like, what's this 6 on the floor? And he said, oh, that's the number that the other team hit. What do you think the other team did? Yeah, beat it. Because they were given something, they were given some clarity, and then each day they would write their number on the floor. And automatically in that business, everybody became more productive, and it was due to the competition. Like, oh, we'll beat them. Well, they had something to work towards. And it produces results, ultimately. That's what it's about. And even though there's competition, it creates teamwork because everybody knows what they're aiming for and where they're heading to. We did a whole number thing at Christmas time where everybody got a bonus, everybody in the whole team, if a particular number was hitting sales. And everybody was like, come on, next sale, do this, do that. It wasn't just one area of the business. Everyone was pushing everyone, which was great to see. And guess what? They got the bonus. So teamwork started to happen there. And also, finally, solve problems faster. Very quickly, your number doesn't lie. You can look at your numbers and you can see if they're being hit or they aren't being hit. Takes away all the fluff, takes away all the grey areas, takes away everything. Now, this is the bit which becomes a little bit of thinking for you. And right now, if you don't have a team, I want you to think about you. But I also want you to think about your future team. And also, when you have that future team, what are going to be the numbers that creates the safety in your business? For an individual as well, to think about all those things we just went through there, to have clarity, to have the teamwork going on, to have all of those things happening without you having to be there all the time. It's because everyone has a number. Everyone has a number, and you might be thinking, no, they don't. But they do. So think about anybody in your business right now, yourself. You have a number. It could be the person who picks up the phone, that they pick up the phone within 3 rings. Don't let it ring out. No missed calls in the business. Could be that 3 emails get sent a week. That's one of our numbers, isn't it? In our business. That somebody has that responsibility to do that. It could be there. 15 sales happen. It could be that 300 calls need to be made. So everyone has a number. And when you're able to dial down into someone's number, it makes it so much easier for them to perform in the business and provide the information you need without you even having to be there.